shade in my motherfucking mouth. Anyways, I realize I ramble in my freaking videos until I figure out exactly what it was that I was trying to say originally. Oh well, and I don't expect nobody to fucking watch this shit. Anyways, so I mentioned like writing out my fuck yous today because I was feeling some type of way, and it just reminded me of like how the word forgiveness has been like popping up a whole hell of a lot for me. And a lot of people say, you know, forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for you or whatever. But the thing is like, for me, specifically, what? For me, specifically, like, that did not work for me. Like, I can be like, oh yeah, well, okay, cool. Because, like, I used to do that. I used to try to, like, force forgiveness. And I was like, at this point, like, what does that even feel like? What even is it? What even is forgiveness? And I actually looked it up, and it's like to no longer feel anger or resentment towards whatever happened. And I was like, yeah, well, that's not motherfucking it. And I just like, a lot of the times I see forgiveness is over fucking rated. And then I realized exactly why. I had actually taken some time to actually think about it. And I realized that the reason why it never fucking worked is because for me, in order for me to forgive something, I have to be able to feel a way, a type of way about it first. This dyslexia hitting me real hard today. Shit. Anyways. So yeah. Anyways. For me, like, I was never actually able to even feel frustration. Like, there would be times where I would just sigh. Like, just be upset that someone told me no. And I was, like, never even allowed to be upset about, like, getting that no. And it's just like, I haven't even been able to feel badly, feel the anger about whatever the fuck happened or all of that. It was always just like straight up get over it. You know, it's the past. I wasn't even allowed to be mad about it. Like, I couldn't breathe a sigh of fucking frustration. And that shit irritated the fuck out of me. Because it's just like, what the, like, now I have to hold it in. And I just had to hold it in and just accept whatever everybody else was throwing at me and trying to suppress in me. And there was so much of me that was like buried under all of that freaking mess. And I didn't even know how to bring myself back because I was buried under all of this like anger, this pain that I wasn't even allowed to fucking feel. In the moment or even after. And that frustrated the absolute fucking shit out of me because it's just like, I can't even be upset about it. So how the fuck am I, like, how the fuck was I supposed to fucking forgive it if I wasn't even allowed to feel the anger and resentment in the first place? Like, and it didn't even start as freaking anger and resentment. It was just like started as me being freaking upset and maybe a little mad. But like over time, like holding all of that in just turned fucking sour. Like more and more sour over time. And then I stopped being myself because I wasn't even allowed to be upset. So how was I supposed to, like, I was always being told, you know, oh, you're just like this, you're just like that. And it's just like, I'm trying to be what everybody else wants me to be instead of actually being my full self. And I'm getting buried under the anger and resentment of not even being able to be who I am. And forgiveness may be for me and not the other person, but the thing is in order for me to fucking forgive, I have to feel the fucking shit in the first damn place. And from my perspective, you're never allowed to actually feel upset, then there's no hope in hell in fucking forgiving. Like, the fuck? You have to, there has to be that anger and resentment for you to even release it. And if you've been suppressing it, then you can't necessarily release it. Can't just make it go away. And that's what I had tried to force myself to forgive, because it's just like, okay, well, it's been this many years, I should let it go. I nobody wants to let it go more than me. But I had to realize that the whole reason why it was still there is because I never allowed myself to fucking feel it in the motherfucking first place. Because it was always a problem if I was upset. I wasn't allowed to be upset. Because, I'm just whatever the fuck it was they wanted to call me at the time. Like, I'm just a mean person. I'm just a person that doesn't like not to get their way. But, like, who the fuck doesn't not like to get their way? You still have to, even if you accept the no, you still have to feel the upset of the no in the first place. It's okay to be upset. There's nothing wrong with being fucking upset. Feel it, express it in a healthy way so that you can fucking move on with your motherfucking life. So yeah, I always thought like forgiveness was fucking bullshit. But, I was taught to suppress all of my fucking emotions, especially the ones that looked like I was being upset about something. Fucking absolutely fucking ridiculous. So yeah, that never worked for me. I probably don't even, I would say that even now, I don't know exactly what it feels like to forgive another person, but like I do forgive my motherfucking self, that's for damn sure. That's for me. As far as everybody else, they can kick motherfucking rocks. And yeah, they say that forgiving them doesn't mean you have to let them back in your life, but you know what? At this point, I will avoid even directly interacting with these people at all fucking costs, because every time I even think in that direction, it's just, you're just gonna get a whole bunch of motherfucking anger. And I don't really care to confront anybody about it because it's my motherfucking problem. So I'm gonna fucking deal with it my damn self in my way. Just like, what the fuck. So yeah, I have worked on forgiving myself for suppressing myself, because it wasn't dumb. It was just like I didn't have a choice. It was my fucking survival. My life was literally in the hands of everybody but my motherfucking self. And when it finally was, I couldn't do anything about it because I didn't know how to take control. I didn't know how to like be myself anymore at this point. I was everything that everybody else wanted me to be. A freaking chimera of everybody else's wishes for me. I never had the chance to like develop autonomy and to understand what that actually meant. But anyway, that's it. And on that note, go ahead and write them motherfucking fuck yous. You can burn it, you can not burn it, it don't matter. You can do whatever feels good. And release that shit. At least on some level. Because, I wrote out all my fuck yous, but I still feel fucking irritated about it. But yeah, I still sleep, I guess. Sometimes. But not because they're bullshit, because I got other shit going on. Anyways, that's it. Have a wonderful motherfucking day. And I hope that this full moon portal brings you all of your wishes.